Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. And today we are here with a different type of transit. This is a transit of Jupiter, not in any sign, in Nakshatra, Bharani. Lots of people waiting for this. This is starting from 3rd Feb up to 17th April, and Akash ji has did lots of research on this. Let's welcome Akash Chauhan ji from Calgary, Canada. Akash ji, Namaskar, Ram
Namaskar,
Ram.
Rohit. Good morning, Ram Ram. All the best for everyone who's watching this video. May your day, may your week, may your month be very good. Jupiter is transiting on 3rd of February till 17th of April. Now, here, when we talk about Bharani Nakshatra, it is a nakshatra that is ruled by Lord Yamadev. Okay, and Bharani Nakshatra is the nakshatra of Venus. It is the nakshatra which has the symbol of Yoni. Yoni means the female reproductive organ. Now, many people consider this nakshatra very, very dangerous nakshatra because it is the Yamlok and stuff like that. But we have to understand that rebirth only happens because of Yama. If he does not take the soul, if he does not carry our soul to the afterlife, then we will not be able to have rebirth. So when planet like Jupiter enters into Bharani Nakshatra, there has already been an instance in the past which signifies more and many beautiful things about how this nakshatra acts. Rohitji, here, so Bharani Nakshatra is associated with Yama, god of death, and is known for its intense energy and transformative power. Okay, according to the legend, Rohitji, Brihaspati, the guru, of gods, he's the and the deity representing Jupiter, the energy of Jupiter, once decided to test the devotion of his wife Tara. We all know that Brihaspati has deep love for Tarama, but when she became infatuated with Chandra, the moon, this caused a great conflict. And Chandra was the husband of Rohini and one of the nakshatras, and also the favorite of Brihaspati's wife. That means more than Brihaspati, more than Jupiter, Tara Mata liked Chandra, and that is why they have the child that was born as Mercury. Now, in his anger and despair, Brihaspati left his home and went into celestial forest, a pathway between Ashwini and Bharani Nakshatra, because Jupiter needed healing, right? So he went towards that forest, Ashwini Nakshatra, where there are a lot of herbs. Through that forest, he entered into Bharani Nakshatra. And Ma Tara, when she realized this, she was unable to bear the pain and separation, and she followed him and pleaded for forgiveness. But Brihaspati, however, still was very hurt and decided to test her devotion before accepting her back. She wanted to see that whenever, if there is any situation like death in front of Tara, what she does. That is what Brihaspati wanted to test. During this time, Brihaspati entered the Bharani Nakshatra, while the transformative power of Yama resides. In Bharani, he assumed the form of a serpent and lay across the path Tara was taking when she was trying to find Brihaspati. Now, she, unaware of Brihaspati's disguise that he was a snake, was terrified about her death and sought help from the divine. She prayed to various gods and goddesses for protection and lastly prayed to husband Brihaspati that, hey Brihaspati, if you were here, I would have been saved, and I am going to die now because the serpent is not going to leave me because I am in this nakshatra of Yam. So I am in the Yamalok. So please forgive me for all my sins and I am ready to die. And then, seeing the sincerity and devotion of Brihaspati, was moved. He said, finally, he revealed his true form and forgave Tarama, realizing the depth of her love and devotion. They reconciled and Brihaspati returned home with Tara. Now, Roji, if you see this energy, this story illustrates the intense energy and transformative power associated with Bharani Nakshatra. It also emphasizes the themes of rebirth of trust. Can you see? Birth of trust, rebirth of trust, which Brihaspati has lost for Matara. Devotion, forgiveness, and reconciliation, which are central to many Sanatan teachings. That this is where Sanatan teachings is there. Sometimes we can do mistakes, but coming back to home after realizing your mistake and admitting it, it is Bharani Nakshatra. That means, when rebirth happens, what is happening? Your rebirth of trust is happening. You give trust to God that I will go down and do good karma and this and that and not whatnot. So that is how rebirth happens. So here this is the rebirth of trust. If it's simple word, if I say Bharani Nakshatra is rebirth of trust, simple as it is. So these stories make a very big difference when we want to do any kind of prediction, when we want to do any kind of understanding about the nakshatra. So and the planets associated, every there are layers and layers of stories in Atharva Veda. Just pick it up, you will
Now
get it.
you are going to predict for 12 ascendants. This, what I can understand, is you are want to saying that if you have lose trust to someone, now this is a time to rebirth of that trust. You can regain that in this thing.
Regain that trust, or some other person who must have lost trust in yourself, you might be able to prove your innocence to them. This is what
Hmm.
is happening. So we will start with the 12. Um, see, if you see in the right side of the screen, that is the symbol of Bharani Nakshatra. It is the vulva, it is the vagina of a woman. And if you
Hmm.
see below, it is Brahaspati disguised as a snake. And she has,
Hmm.
in the left side, you can see Tarama standing there with completely Brahaspati putting all his tentacles around, or all his, body around Ma Tara, and she's helpless. And she's so scared of this snake. But later on, he reveals and tells, I am Brihaspati. And then they reunite. Okay. So this is what it is. If you guys like these stories, yeah, I don't know. I have not got feedback for the stories. Rohitji, you must be watching it. Feedback of the stories. But if you like it, do comment below and let us know that have you heard this before, or any
Hmm.
other channel is doing it, so that I can also learn from that area, right? So I see some of very good astrologers on YouTube, Chitkaraji, KRS, and Sanjay Rath sir. Very very nice, these people are. So if they are doing such stories, I also want to learn a lot. So guide me. If you find any such stories, just guide me to that. You can put a link or email me on acastrochannel@gmail.com. Maybe I will be able to learn some new things from these big astrologers.
One thing more, if you like our effort that we are getting a lot of these stories from Vedas and bringing to you, please subscribe and share this so this Sanatan Gyan reach to all over the world. Please do this.
Once you get to know the power behind it, you will know the that, and the how do I say, once you know the real story behind the planet, their placement, their nakshatra, their
Hmm.
relationship, then you will understand that. So many
Yes.
people will be making, oh, Venus is Jupiter is entering into Venus nakshatra, very difficult,
Oh,
very this
exactly.
that. What the hell? Why it is difficult? It is rebirth of trust.
Hmm.
Planets don't have any kind of war between themselves. Moving on to Aries ascendant people, Rohitji, now here Jupiter is positioned in the Mool Trikona sign of Mars, combined with Venus's nakshatra. It is suggest a period of lot of success in all the areas of your life, especially career. Your destiny will be at peak. Foreign house, foreign, any kind of foreign connection that you want to do, very nice. Now financial gains and good fortune in romantic interest, especially because of the fifth aspect of Jupiter on the fifth house. Your romantic relationship and relationships in general, husband and wife relationship, regain of trust will happen between husband and wife during this time, or between business partners during this time. And Jupiter aspecting the seventh house is the is related to that. It may give you a boost because it is in the nakshatra of Venus, and Venus represents every relationship. So, on the other hand, if you see, it is also aspecting the ninth house of your destiny. So that means rebirth of your destiny. What does it mean? That those who are going through Jupiter period and Venus Antardasha, if that is the case, then there will be some kind of good sudden rise in your destiny. That is what is going to might happen when Jupiter enters into Bharani Nakshatra. So overall, this is a very specifically very good period, and this is a time to forget your past or try to ask for forgiveness. That is what happened between the story of Ma Tara and Brahaspati in this nakshatra at once in one's lifetime of Jupiter. So if you want to see, you will see the video in the you can see the story in the beginning of the video. So all the best. Those who are watching for the first time, do subscribe. Those who have already subscribed, thank you so much. There is a WhatsApp link in the description if you want to opt for a personal line. appointment. But otherwise, if you're Aries ascendant, you're good to go. Jupiter is going to give you very awesome results. Moving on to Taurus ascendant now, Rohit, Jupiter's placement is in the 12th house. Now it signifies financial gains can be made through foreign connections. Now this is the house of losses, right, Rohit? And Jupiter entering into the nakshatra of Venus. But understand, this is the chart ruled by Venus. Venus rules the chart, and Jupiter here makes a Vipreet Rajyog already by sitting in the 12th house. So it is aspecting also the house of Venus in the 6th house. So from business and connections from foreign countries will flourish during this period. There will be a lot of trust that you can build in other people's mind, other people's head during this time. It can also enhance, or some people who are into import-export business, they can generate a lot of revenue from foreign countries. Now, because this is the house of spirituality, and Bharani Nakshatra is the nakshatra of transformation and realization. Okay, death is a realization, by the way. Remember this. The moment any one of you gets one simple thing in their head, tomorrow I am going to die, you will become the most nicest person in the world, because death is a realization. So this is also the time of spiritual awakening. But it is also important that it will increase your expenses, because the 11th house lord has moved to the 12th house already, and the 8th house lord Jupiter placement can cause minor physical ailments, but nothing too alarming. But you may have to visit some kind of hospital or some kind of clinics during this period, because Bharani Nakshatra is the nakshatra of Yama. Maybe you will be going to a funeral, you never know, things like that. So, but overall, this is a very positive time for Taurus ascendant people. If we talk about the transits, so it is transiting on your in your fourth house, in your mother's area. So if there was some kind of trouble with your mother, or the family matters, or some kind of problem related to your your inheritance that you were going through, you will regain trust of the family, and things can become positive for you. On the other hand, if you even if you're thinking about any kind of job change, or any kind of traveling to a long distance, long distance, that also is possible. And because it is making Vipreet Rajyog, little bit of, because see, 8th house is the house that gains from the 7th house, so it gains all the marital happiness here. Because it is aspecting the 9th aspect on the 8th house, there can be little minor marital issues and potential conflict with enemies, or with your partner, business partner or wife. There we have to be a little bit careful, because see, end of the day, 12th house is the house of losses and house of expenses. So Jupiter will show its true form in such way also. But this is the time more positive, like there is more positive layer than the negative ones which you are going to encounter during this time. So all the best, Taurus ascendant people. I hope that Jupiter in Bharani brings a lot of great success, happiness to you. Those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. Those who have already subscribed, thank you so much. There is a WhatsApp link in the description. You can click and get a personal appointment. And in the beginning of the video, there is a story associated with Jupiter in Bharani. So understand why this is the time of reconciliation, time of getting things back to normal. You will understand. Moving on to Gemini ascendant people, Rohit. Now, Jupiter is lord of the 7th house and the 10th house. So it is very important. It is very, very important planet for this ascendant. See, generally it is said that Jupiter and Mercury, they both behave malefic with each other. But if you take Jupiter's in both the signs, if you take Mercury's both the signs, all the Kendra Lord are Jupiter and Mercury only. So that is the fun here, celestial fun. Now here, Jupiter will be placed in the 11th house in Venus's nakshatra. Now it may lead to strengthening of relationship for those who are already married, while singles may find themselves married or getting into commitment. And why? Because of the Jupiter's aspect on the house of Venus, the 5th house of love, romance, and commitment. This is going to happen. Even because Venus is the Karaka of marriage. So in Bharani, because there is childbirth also, which we can see. So this is also another indicator of that childbirth can also happen in some area of your life. Additionally, if you are involved in any kind of charity work, NGOs, humanitarian work, social welfare, you may find that this is a very productive time for you. Business owners, or those people who have business, particularly those in creative industries like design, graphic designing, media, architecture, construction, may experience more success than others, because here Jupiter is sitting in the house of Mars and entering into the nakshatra of Bharani and aspecting the third house of hard work. So hard work will be paid off, aspecting the fifth house of children, love, romance, creativity. So that is why those people who are in creative work will get lot of benefit. And because Jupiter is also aspecting with the ninth aspect, the seventh house, it means that rebirth of relationship, some relationship that have dying completely might rebirth. In business partnerships, if partnership was going very down, suddenly there will be a revival. Basically, Jupiter is bringing oxygen for you in simple way. You will revive. So all the best, Gemini. Those who are watching for the first time, do subscribe. Those who have already subscribed, thank you so much. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. If you want to take personal appointments, you can book and we will be able to help you with your personal details. Another thing is that in the beginning of the video, there is a story about Jupiter and Matara and how the rebirth of trust happened. So this is exactly what is going to happen to you if you're going through Jupiter period and Dasha and Antardasha. When we talk about Cancer ascendant people, now Jupiter position in the 10th house and Bharani is currently affecting various jobs. It is because this is the house of career. It is said that in Cancer, Jupiter is the planet that is little bit challenging, especially because it is the owner of the sixth house. Sixth house owner in the 10th house gives work elevation also. It's not like only there is problem, but here it requires extra effort. Like those who are in private work, they have to put lot of extra effort to get desired outcomes. But those who are in government jobs, because sixth house is the house of government and Jupiter rules it and aspects it, that way they will be doing very good. So no problem. If there are any government contracts that you're working on, it might work in your favor. Now here, because see, every planet comes with good, bad, and ugly, right? For Cancer ascendant people, Jupiter is sitting, just one house in progression from the ninth house. Okay, and if you see in a way that Jupiter, if we count from Jupiter, the sign of Pisces is 12th from where Jupiter is sitting. So we have to understand one simple thing, that somehow there can be some job losses also. Can be possible, but for a better thing, maybe you will get some new good work in that area of time. Now this is not a very favorable time for business. Be careful. There may be slowdown of things. I know it is little bit demotivating for Cancer ascendant people. The motivating factor is that because Jupiter is going to make sure that the problems that you were having in career or things like that, the trust that you were not being able to convince your business area or job area, convince them that I am really good and I will be able to do it. This is the time you have to work on it a little bit harder, and you will be able to conceive it by the end of this transit, and when Jupiter will be leaving this Bharani Nakshatra, entering into Kritika on April. So this 1 month, 1 or 2 months, you have to be very vigilant and very much working towards your complete complete surrender yourself into your career, into your profession, and work hard towards it. Your bank balance is going to increase because Jupiter is aspecting your second house. Your home life, your relationship with your mother is going to be very nice. Your buying of some property, buying of real estate also can happen. And on the other hand, Jupiter aspecting the sixth house, here it can cause some disturbances because it is the ninth aspect on the sixth house. So that means your destiny does not only work the right way, it can work the wrong way also. So here little bit challenge related to your workplace politics and things like that, which you have to be careful about. Be ethical, surrender, and that is how you will be able to take this time out. Thank you, Cancer Ascendant. All the best. There is a story in the beginning of the video, if you go and listen to it, about Bharani Nakshatra and how Jupiter and Venus collided there. Jupiter and Matara, what happened and how regain of trust was gained. So you will understand If you go deep into your chart, you will understand that how your planets are going to result in this area. All the best. Do subscribe, and there is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Click on it, and you will be redirected to the team. For Leo ascendant people, now already Jupiter is in the ninth house for you, okay, and it is entering into this ninth house, into the nakshatra of Bharani. Now, what is this Bharani Nakshatra? So, in the beginning of the video, I have made a video about explaining Bharani Nakshatra and explaining how Jupiter in Bharani Nakshatra reacted, tested his own wife, and then reconciliation happened between them. Gain of trust happened. Now, as soon as we talk about anything related to career, anything related to some kind of communication, anything related to some kind of destiny, this is a very good time, and you will see a very good positive shift in your career with Jupiter transit. Luck will be on your side more than before. Private sector, like those who are working with private companies, might have to put some extra efforts to achieve their desired result, while government people are going to benefit superbly, because Rohitji, this is the chart ruled by the government lord, that is sun. So that means this is the time you will benefit a lot. However, it is, if it is negatively placed by any chance, because this is 12th from the 10th, this house is the 12th, so some job loss also can happen. It is important to proceed with proper care, proper intelligence, proper, you will say, proper care of not being overconfident. Okay, what happens when things become very nice, we take things for granted. It is not how we have to behave here. Business wise, those who are working in business, because of the aspect of Jupiter on your Lagna, you will be completely confident and like a lion and elephant power together. That means power also, and ego and courage also. So courage as well as strength, both are going to come to you. And remember, courage and strength are different. I was talking to my daughter one day, and I told, your courage and strength does not look, the Papa, it is one and the same. I said, no. Courage is, when you go and stand in front of the lion. And I said, strength is when you're working or when you're pushing a vehicle. That is strength. So courage is not, with courage, you cannot push a vehicle. So, yeah. But overall, a positive time for you because of Jupiter's aspect on the Lagna. You will be very wisdom oriented during this time. In fact, as aspect on the third house, your communication will be just like your pen will yield more power than a sword. That is how your communication will be. And because of the aspect on the fifth house, rebirth of love, rebirth of some kind of creativity, rebirth of some kind of spark with children which you were missing can happen to you. So it's a good period. All the best. Those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. Those who have already subscribed, thank you so much. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for appointments. Do take if needed. Otherwise, enjoy. This is good, more than enough. For Virgo ascendant people, now Jupiter is moving to the 8th house. Eighth house is not a pleasant place. It is moving to Venus's nakshatra Bharani, which is going to bring a sense of ease also to Virgo, natives. The only thing is that this change will reduce the restriction and obstacles that were previously hindering progress, mainly because the 8th house represents transformation. So it is not like if a planet comes in the 8th house, it will keep transforming only all the time. It will transform and start to give results also, right? So this has already, transformation has already happened. Now you will be getting some results. Especially if career-wise you're facing some ups and downs, this is the time that Jupiter is going to help you. Things will improve very nicely for you. And in fact, those who are into business, there can be a very big boost in their confidence, as well as their the growth happens. And why? Because Rohiji, because this is the Kendra Lord, the Lord of the 4th house and the Lord of the 7th house. Now 4th house is the house of inner peace, happiness. When Jupiter enters into Bharani, a rebirth, like suddenly a new type of happiness will come to your life. And in fact, status, that if you want to achieve some status in business, or earn through business partnerships, or earn through rethink about some kind of associations, this is the right time. Foreign connections are going to work for you in the best way because of Jupiter aspecting into the 12th house. Money wise, 110%, there is going to be some kind of increase in wealth, or good wealth will come to you, especially because Jupiter is also aspecting the 2nd house of wealth accumulation, and that is the house of Venus. And especially your fourth house, that is the house of inner peace, happiness, is ruled by Jupiter and aspected by Jupiter. And because Jupiter is in Bharani, I'm telling you, some new interest or some kind of really thing that you have had lost hope in will come to life. Exactly, this is what will happen. So have patience, move with a lot of caution. All the best to all the Virgo ascendant people. May this transit be the one of the best transformation, the result of transformation that you will get during this time. Those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. There is a WhatsApp link in the description. Click on it and you will be redirected to the WhatsApp directly and you will be able to book an appointment with me. Thank you. Libra ascendant people. Now, especially for Libra ascendant people, Jupiter owns one sixth house. Well, it owns the sixth house as well as the third house. That means what kind of Jupiter is for Libra ascendant? It is a difficult planet because here both the houses are third house is houses of extreme hard work, and exactly the sixth house is the house of enemies, which is ruled by Jupiter. Here, if you take it positively, that means it is the only in this area of this chart, only Jupiter has the courage to do hard work and Jupiter has the courage to tackle enemies. See, we can take it in a very different positive way as well. Now here, Jupiter is positioned in the seventh house and transit in Bharani Nakshatra is something to keep a special eye on, and especially because it is the seventh house. Okay, seventh house is the house of relationships. Seventh house is the house of, what we say, partnerships, business partnerships. Now here, because Bharani Nakshatra is the nakshatra of Yama, so in your current relationship there can be a reconciliation, there can be you revisiting some kind of um, problems that you're facing and might come to a complete ease. That's why you have to keep an eye on if there is anything which is bothering you from your partner, from your business partner, from your spouse. This is the time you need to talk to them and get the grudge out of your mind and move forward hand in hand. Now, because Jupiter is sitting in the seventh house, which is the house of status, so expect your performance to improve, leading to new opportunities and possible promotions within your company. Because of the aspects of Jupiter and in Bharani Nakshatra, there will be some kind of goals that you were not able to achieve. Or I am telling you this, Libra ascendant wise, if you have bigger goals before May of this year only, you will be able to achieve it. And with Jupiter entering Bharani, it is going to be more positive this time. But make sure that because Bharani Nakshatra, Jupiter and Rahu is very close in the house of Jupiter, there can be some unethical way or means of earning also that you can do, or you can think, or you can opt. So we don't want any such kind of bad energy in our life. So there you have to be careful. No shortcuts, no speculation, nothing at all. Saturn is not in good position. It is in the fifth house, very slow. If you do any kind of speculative investments or things like that, it will just go to dust. So we don't want it. The aspect of the Jupiter on the Lagna is making your and your relationship. It only does not mean that relationship that is with a spouse and business partners. The relationship that you have within yourself, there will be a rebirth of thoughts which will put you in the right track. And the third aspect on the third house is communication, rebirth of your communication. That means some kind of new communication skills or ideas you will use now, which will help you. So all the best, Libra ascendant people. Lots of love to you. Here, WhatsApp link is in the description for personal appointments. You can click on it and you will be directed to the WhatsApp, and there we will be able to talk. In the beginning of the video, there is a story of what Bharani Nakshatra and how Jupiter and Ma Tara had a reconciliation and regain of trust. You will understand. All the best. For Scorpio ascendant people, now Jupiter is in Bharani. Now there may be some area of career that can demand some change. It can be possibility of job switch or some ups and downs. This is what is happening because it is going to be rebirth of the place of birth, place of work for you. There can be some new place from where you will be able to work. Now, this is also the house that is completely associated or connected with government or service. In short, it is the house of service. So those who are into service industry like judges, lawyers, police, and And if by chance you, as a native of Scorpio, like you are Scorpio ascendant and you have some pending cases, you know there is a chance that judgment will come in your favor, or may come, like in your favor or not in your favor, depends on your chart and dasha and antardasha, but also depends that uh, the result of the competition is going to come. If you have given an interview, this is the time you will receive feedback, that what kind of things you get. Maybe you will win because of your period. It is the rebirth of your karma. It is the rebirth of your workplace, rebirth of your enemies. So enemies can either come now, new enemies can come, or old enemies can die. This is what can happen. Now, here, business wise, those who are in the business, they should avoid little bit of new projects during this period, because sixth house is a house of challenges and enemies. So we don't want to do anything till the time Jupiter is in Bharani Nakshatra. In fact, uh, it is only for the business owners I'm talking about. For employees and everything, it's very good. Those people who are working in foreign country, those who are in already in foreign lands, it's going to be very good. And those who want to move to foreign country, see, because sixth house is workplace, Jupiter is aspecting your 10th house, the sign of Leo, that is your career. It is aspecting the 12th house of foreign travel and journey, and it is aspecting the second house of money. So, what does it mean? That workplace, career, foreign country, money, work, foreign, work, career, foreign money, work, career, foreign money. These are the four things that can happen to you during this time, because Jupiter is aspecting the ninth aspect on the second house, which is a Maraka. So Jupiter is a Maraka here, it's a killer, and in the sixth house does not mean that everyone will be very, very lovey dovey. Bharani Nakshatra is the Nakshatra of Yaman, it is the Nakshatra of death also. Some of the people may get into some near death experiences also. Very near death. I was talking to someone, Rohitji. He said he was in Texas, he was driving on the freeway in the night drunk. Okay. He said he thought that he hit a car. He thought, and he put the brake and he thought he's dead because he passed off because of his. And fortunately, he was so lucky that neither the police, neither he went into the bushes, neither the police, neither anyone caught him. He got up and he thought, I am dead. He thought that this is my soul and I'm getting out from the car and going now in the forest. I am a soul. Then later on, his phone rang and he picked up and he said, no, I am alive. This I am. So that was a near death experience. What I call that is called angel protection. Whatever, these angels, or what we call as farishte, or we call as demigods, like Indra, like, all these planets are what? They are demigods, they are not gods. They protect you. Sometimes they come in front of you because that is not your time to die, not your time to, they just divert you in some places and you can have near death experience, but you will not die. So that kind of experiences can be happening to Scorpio ascendant people, because it is the house of, this is an ascendant of mystery. And on top of that, Jupiter is aspecting the 12th house of, some kind of spiritual exploration, some kind of sudden spiritual bliss. Jupiter is a spiritual planet, so maybe you will be able to get or experience some such kind of things. So be careful, health wise, be careful. All the best to all the people, Scorpio ascendant people. There is a story in the beginning, go and listen to it. Why Bharani Nakshatra and how it is a nakshatra of rebirth of trust also. All the best. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Those who want to book, they can book there and we will be able to connect. For Sagittarius ascendant people, Jupiter is the Lagna Lord. Now, Lagna Lord is entering into Bharani Nakshatra. Here, look what Jupiter has done. Jupiter also did not worry. Jupiter, Venus gave Jupiter third and sixth house. Here, Jupiter gave Venus sixth and 11th house. It said, okay, because the benefic nature of Venus is to give you gains, right? But here, because it also rules the the sixth house of workplace, here Jupiter has made Venus to work also hard to get gains. Now here, those people were in private, in private work related to stuff, those who are working under other people like employees, right? They may find some good promotions. They may find good new job opportunities, because Kendra Lord is in the fifth house. So it is a positive time for starting new things, getting promotion, getting increments, looking for new job, finding success. Business owner, those who are into business, can expect growth in within their companies, and aspiring entrepreneurs, Launching startups may experience a favorable period. And why? Because again, rebirth of things. So your idea can now come to birth. Bharani Nakshatra is the yoni. Let your idea come out of the yoni and let it come to universe. That is why birth of ideas, birth of creative ideas can also be possible during this period. Here, because this is the nakshatra where those, many parents I had a conversation with, they said our kids cannot focus, study, this and that. See, this is the exact favorable time. There will be rebirth of thoughts in their head, and they will be having lot of achieving good luck in their academic goals. In fact, those who want to study now, higher studies, study, very nice time for you. It can be rebirth of a thought in your mind that, I was thinking 5 years ago I should do an MBA. Let me start doing it. This is what it can happen. You say 5 years ago I never wanted a kid. Let me think about it. Let me, I should plan for a kid. This is what is going to happen. On the other hand, Jupiter is aspecting your ninth house. So lot of spiritual progress, lot of destiny working in your favor, aspecting the 11th house, lot of gains, lot of goals being completed, and aspecting the Lagna. That means a lot of wisdom and a lot of thoughts will be regenerating in your head in a positive, in a more mannered, what you say, disciplined and or more focused way, which bring positivity to you. So all the best, Sagittarius ascendant people. There is a video in the beginning, like there is a section in the beginning of the video where I'm talking about Bharani Nakshatra and the relationship of Ma Tara and Jupiter and what happened when Jupiter entered into Bharani. How Jupiter transformed to transform Ma Tara. So beautiful story, man. This our Sanatan Dharma and the layers in the Dharma are so good, and it is just I am just a drop in the ocean. Like not even this lifetime will not be enough, Rohitji, to understand the real essence of our Dharma, of our culture. But trying very hard. Those who are new, please subscribe. There is a WhatsApp link in the description. You can book it for personal appointments. All the best. Capricorn ascendant people, one of the best ascendant in the world. I have to say this every time I come because my daughter, the new daughter that is born on 19th of January, is Capricorn ascendant. So why not? This is one of the best ascendant. And my daughter's moon is in Bharani Nakshatra. So positive. Here, Capricorn, number one, you will get number first thing that as soon as that happens, there will be rebirth of thoughts and happiness in your mind. There will be also rebirth of some kind of career, some kind of very nice career, because of the aspect on the 10th house. There's going to be excel in career, some kind of promotion, some kind of growth, some kind of, you saying that I get a lot of like appointments where they say, oh, we do not get recognition from my boss, no one is looking at me, no one thinks. Here you may find recognition, you may find that real true sense that yeah man, I really exist. That is the kind of feeling you will get. Those who are working in education or government, because this is the 12th house, so that means this is the burning of karmas for the 5th house. Okay, Rohitji. So if you want to see if someone is a teacher or no, we have to see 5th house and 4th house in combination, because if someone is a teacher, they have come here to burn their karmas and teach other people. So it has to be seen from the 4th house as well. Anything that needs burning of karma has to be seen from the previous and the next house. Here, this transit is beneficial for those people who are working in education, working in government, and things like that. They can expect some special achievements. Here, because Jupiter is also aspecting the 8th house of Sun, sudden transformations, suddenly some kind of property, suddenly some kind of vehicle, either you can buy or sell during this time. Because it is aspecting the 10th house, there can be sudden job change, but for a good reason. Or those who are looking for a job can get job, good recognition in jobs if needed. Like some job which you applied for 5 years ago, they did not never responded back. Suddenly they will call or message you that we want you, because it is going to be rebirth of things which happened in the past, and now you want to achieve it or you want to get it. That is what is going to happen. And foreign travel, if there is any foreign travel or any kind of citizenship, green card, any kind of thing that you are requiring during this period, or you are waiting for some kind of communication from the government. It is a very awesome period for you. So make the most of it. There is a there is a section in the beginning of the video where I'm talking about how Bharani Nakshatra, Mata Tara, and Jupiter, what happened between them, how everything happened. So if you go there and watch, you will be able to understand it very well. All the best. Those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. If you want to book, thank you so much. I will be able to help you with your personal chart reading. Moving on to Aquarius ascendant. Now Jupiter is in the third house. Now this is the third house of difficulty, man. Whenever third house, people become lazy when Jupiter comes here. Jupiter is also slow moving, right? Fat guy, slow moving, little bit relaxed, chilled out. But now it is the time. It is going into a lot of distress because first of all, it is in the Mool Trikon sign of Mars. Energy spheres. Secondly, it is in the nakshatra of Bharani. Oh, Yamalok, always Dhadu, death, life thing happening there. Now here, now you will leave that laid back attitude and move and act more quickly with even positive and very philosophical thinking that you will have some purpose in your movement. During this time, there will be also very good positive response from your neighbors, from your co-workers, from your siblings. You know, if there is any problem or any rift or any trouble between you guys, this is the time to resolve that. This is the time that you should avoid any kind of hasty decisions related to job. The only reason is because 10th house lord is also Mars and Jupiter is sitting in the house of Mars. So no important hasty decision. Best is to not quit. Just continue till the time Jupiter is in Bharani, because here only that some new thing when can come into your life, some new birth of some kind of idea which will make you important. That can happen. Okay. Those who are currently going through a lot of business stress, lot of trouble, lot of hard work, but nothing, no gains. Everyone must be thinking, oh, Jupiter enters this place, we will start getting gains and this and that. Maybe this is the time that your all the business area of life starts working because your destiny is in your support, especially the aspect of Jupiter in the seventh house. Seventh house is the house of business, by the way, as well, because it is 10th from the 10th. So business, that's why business related stress may reduce. The aspect on the ninth house may increase your destiny and a lot of travel work for you, and your gains are supposed to happen from your only personal efforts, not by any luck. If you have a laid back attitude during this time, Saturn is already aspecting this house, man, where it is sitting in the house of Mars, in the nakshatra of Venus, aspected by Saturn. So already Jupiter is fighting three energies, so you have to also be a fighter, then you will achieve. All the best. There is a story in the beginning. If you go and watch, you will understand that how rebirth of trust happened between Jupiter and Matara. And this is where something like same situation you will be into, and you will remember this video. Remember him. You will remember that, oh man, this happened with me. And this is going to happen with you for sure. This planet energy will repeat. All the best. Those who are watching for the first time, do subscribe. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Click on it and you will be able to talk to me directly. Pisces ascendant. Now here, Lagna Lord in the second house. Rohiji, 10th house Lord in the second house. So second house is the house of speech and things like that. So here in the work area, there must have been a lot of pressure, especially coming back from the new year. Generally only a lot of new targets, this, that. Now last year was whatever it is now. This year we will do this. Such kind of energy is being given by the companies to you. Here, this is the time that such kind of pressure you will be able to handle, because Jupiter already has handling so much pressure that you will be able to. So there is there is very good family friend of ours as Jaggi Baji. So he comes to me every 10-15 days at, Arey, look at my chart, this is happening, that is happening. Like, okay. So from 2021, I'm telling him that in 2024 of May, it will become good. It will become good. So he said, is it like this that till 2024 of May, the problem that I'm facing will become a habit only. So there is no issue. So I'm like, no, it is really going to become become good. So he said कि in Hindi he said कि ऐसा तो नहीं कि 2024 आते आते ये आदत ही हो जाएगी कि बोलेंगे अब तो आदत हो गई है कि ये ऐसे ही.
ओके, हो सकता है उनके पास कैलेंडर ना हो, ही डोंट हैव कैलेंडर एंड ही कम टू आस्क यू मई 2024 आ गया.
Every time he'll come and say May. I also Jagibaji May 2024. He's like, oh, what is next? In next 10 days, is anything happening? So this is what. So this kind of.
Akash, when I was going through Rahu Ketu Dasha, Rahu Mahadasha Ketu Antardasha, I was in Delhi. And I was in same situation. Daily I see how many days remaining. There was a calendar on the wall, and I daily cut one day from there. Okay, this much days remaining. So this is sometime happens with you.
I know I have also been in that situation where I was in Vancouver, but yeah. But anyways, this is a very good time for you taking the work pressure. You will be able to take work pressure. You're completely going to be very transformed. There is going to be rebirth of your atma again inside you, saying that okay, man, I was thinking wrong way. I will now think this way, and I will be able to handle it. This is also a very good time if you want to relocate. Close to your family. Jupiter will bring you close to your family. And why? Because in Jupiter is also aspecting the sixth house of workplace. It is also aspecting the eighth house. It is also aspecting the 10th house. So career wise, second house is the house of your family. So career wise, you can come close to your, maybe you can relocate. Maybe you can come to what we say very very close from your, like those people who are working in Dubai, either or Dubai, or some places very near to their home country. Maybe their family comes and reunites with them. So there is going to be, there is going to be new members in your family, or you are going to get into some family or some house where there are new members. Now, because second house is also the house of finances, so Jupiter in the second house in Bharani Nakshatra, finances are expected to remain absolutely stable. In fact, new investment opportunities may prove very beneficial, but one simple disclaimer: Jupiter is in the nakshatra of Bharani. Okay, so investment can also turn into zero if it is not taken with done with proper care, because here Venus rules the eighth house as well, the third house and eighth house. That means it is supposed to give you a little bit difficulty and supposed to give some losses or some problems, sudden problems. So we have to be careful in our investments. What kind of, this is the best time to invest into anything related to gold, anything related to fixed assets like property, not like investment into stock markets and things like that. Because anyways, Pisces ascendant should refrain from stock markets and things, because their fifth house lord is a fickle minded guy, Moon, who always travels in 2 days. So sometime up, sometime down, sometime up, sometime down. This is what can happen. Jupiter aspecting the sixth house may give you very good boost in your workplace. Aspecting the eighth house can give you very good transformation and occult knowledge. Like many people will be taking appointments. I think many people will be taking appointments who are in Jupiter Mahadasha or Venus Mahadasha, because their Bharani Nakshatra activates. Bharani Nakshatra is a nakshatra of fear as well, Rohitji. When you Bharani Nakshatra is a nakshatra जिसमें you feel that what if I die, what if I, like I am Bharani Nakshatra, Moon in Bharani Nakshatra. Even if I get, yesterday, what happened to me? I got a small pain in my leg. I said, am I getting paralyzed? Has anything happened to me? So that kind of trouble. That is what Bharani Nakshatra, extreme thinking. And also aspecting the 10th house, so career wise, there will be advancement for all the Pisces ascendant people. Those who are watching for the first time, do subscribe. Those who have already subscribed, thank you so much. There is in the beginning, there is a video. There is a story about Jupiter, Bharani Nakshatra, Tara Mata. You will understand how this everything is linked and why there is a rebirth of trust during this time. All the best. Ji Rohit ji.
Thank you very much, Akashji. We always do this thing that we need to do the scientific part of astrology. So we bring stories from the Vedas, do research on that, and make this kind of videos that you restore your faith in astrology if you don't have, because this is a pure science. And now in February month, there are a lot more transits, and so important transits that you can't believe. So please subscribe for all that videos. Share these videos with your loved ones, with your friends, so they also can get the knowledge about these things. And those who want to take the benefit of knowledge of Akashji, want to take consultation, There is a number in a scroll, mail ID in a scroll, and also in a description. You have a WhatsApp link. Click, connect, and team will connect with you, and you will have a video consultation with Akash. Thank you very much to all the family members of ACS Pro. Keep blessing us. Thank you, Akashji, for your research work, for your stories, for your scientific insight to the astrology. We are looking more videos in coming month. Thank you very much. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Hanuman. Jai Mata. Di.